It's NK Zagreb in the Champions League group stage. Who would have thought it? Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the Champions League in the NK Zagreb. Same iron cultured left foot and... I'm so excited. I mean, we're going to get absolutely smashed. I'm not changing how we play. I want to just see how it goes. If there's anything that ever sums up how much money can change football, look at look at that peak. It's absolutely ridiculous. The board are still refusing to do stuff for me unless I say the thing that's after all I've done to boost the reputation of this club, then they're like, yeah, all right. So I moaned that I couldn't ask for more transfer budget, as you saw in the last episode, but I could ask for this time for more wage budget. So I asked for a lot more. I asked for more wage budget. They said no. I said, look, all the things I've done for this club in raising its profile and the reputation of the club, I think you should do it. They went, yeah, all right. So they chucked on another 30 grand onto my, about 25 grand onto my wage budget, which I then moved most of it into the transfer budget. Anyway, so we've now gone up to £1.098 million, 1.1 roughly million pounds, which is great. It was 1.91, and then I've moved it around a little bit more. But it's been good. We've bought in not too many other people. We've only brought in one other person, I think, since you were last here, which is Kemar Roof. Partly so I can say the roof is on fire when he scores, and the other reason is because he's actually pretty good. He's rated pretty good. Wolves didn't want him. We've got him on loan. He's 32. It's a free loan, so we're only paying a little bit of his wages. They paid £7 million for him back in 2021, which is weird to say. It's, if you're watching this now, 2019. But, yeah, he's had a couple of good seasons, mainly down in the Championship for them. They didn't fancy him this time round, though, so we thought we'd pick him up and get him in on loan. Easily our most expensive player. And another one of the sort of Premier League old boys club, I guess. Roof, Ramsey and Wilshere in here. But it's going very well this season. We've had a couple more loans go out, nothing else really to talk about. But we find ourselves top of the Croatian First League on goal difference at the moment now. No, by a point even. Dynamo have dropped off, which is good. We haven't drawn a game, we've lost 2 and we've won 5. So if we go and look at the schedule, we were last together for this game against Dynamo Kiev. In between that, we lost to Hajduk 3-2. Very annoying, they played very, very well. And then we beat Lokomotiva 4-0. There was a massive hangover from that trip to Kiev. For some reason, their players just couldn't get up for the game. But we turned it around against Lokomotiva. We actually went 4-0 up in just after the half-hour mark, only having 3 shots on target, so that was fun. Mateo Cabrera getting 2, he's doing well. Grigon getting another from the left-wing position again, which was good to see, but he did pick up a little bit of a knock, and Abdel Musa scoring a free kick, which was wonderful. And today, it's Bayer Leverkusen and Rijeka that we're going to be playing. 2 games in the episode, back to sort of like normal now with the 2 games being played. I'm imagining us to get spanked by Bayern Munich and be so, like, I don't know, hungover from Europe or something that we're going to get smashed by Rijeka, but who knows? Who knows what's going on? In terms of the squad, we're doing very well. Ayasov has been ever-present with 11. That's a lie, actually. I rested him for a league game, so he hasn't been ever-present. He's missed 1 game with 11. Knezovic has been ever-present, making 11 appearances and 1 substitute appearance. Goals, Cabrera is at the top with 7 in 10 appearances in total. 0 assists, though. He needs to up that a little bit. We did bring him in for his goal scoring, though, so at least he is doing that. Grigon up there with 6 as well. Josh Silva with 4. 3 of them, I think, have been penalties. Knezovic up there with 3. Laughlin with 2. Musa with 2. And then down into the ones. Even Abubakar Sal has got a goal as well. And then assist, 3-3-3. Zerga, Grigon and Knezovic, as you would expect. Right winger, more left winger sort of, and left winger. So everyone's doing well. Average rating wise, we're playing very well. He's only played 2 appearances, but the left back we've got on loan from Zurich looks like he's going to be pretty much better than everybody else at the club. But overall, I'm very, very happy with how it's going. We've got a few people unavailable because they're not in the squad, so we don't need to worry about them at the moment. But we will go back to the picked 11, which I haven't changed because we've got an injury, and we'll go through that in just a second. Okay, so here we are to see how we're going to get on against Europeans' elite football teams. We have Ayasov in goal, Skulak, Skender, Kotev, and Gunuki at the back, or Gunoshi, Gunuki, Guinoshi. Guinoshi? that'll do. Kotiv comes in because Sikovic has a 2-week injury, so he might be getting a bit more game time. Musa and Arejo in the middle. Zerga, Kuzmanic and Knezovic up front, and Cabrera leading the line. They have Pavlenka in goal, who's got a big red star on him. Good on him. Then they've got a lot of regions. Dunkabak, Thaybet, Kansen and Siev. Let's randomly look at Dunkabak. Okay, he's good. Thaybet. Okay, he's not good. They're not brilliant. Like, they're not amazingly good. They've got a very young team, actually. Wow, okay. They've got Melangoni, Forne, Voss, Orono, Brillahante, which is a great name. He is very good. Finishing 20. Ah, yes. 63 million. This is more like it. This is what I thought we'd be seeing. Bessiani up front, yeah, 58 million. Finishing 70. Oh my god, this is going to be dreadful. Right, let's get into it. I want to just say, calmly, let's go and give the fans a performance for, because no one's expecting anything of us. You know, passionately, there is a lot more to come. Let's see if we can fire them up just before we step onto the pitch, and then we're going to go into the tactics. We're going to change this down to cautious and get the game underway. And oh my god, we're in the Champions League in the group stages. First game at home. It was going to be a packed out venue. It's going to be, I think it's, what is it, 12,000 people can fit in to the stadium that we're currently using for our European jaunts, as ours aren't really good. Well, ours isn't good enough for it. It doesn't have the seating capacity, our stand, which is a shame. Brillahante comes forward. We pictured him before the game. Great tackle from Skulak. Falls to Forne into Voss. Voss held up on the edge of the box. Tries to let into Brillahante. His cross is blocked. Back to Forne. Out it goes to Save. Save crosses it in. Olo's there. Orono's there. And it is 1-0 Bayer Leverkusen after 10 minutes. We did think we were going to be... I am fully aware. Like, I think we're going to be the whipping boys of this group. And that isn't the start we wanted. Let's up it. Let's go for it then. Let's go positive. I mean, I'm expecting us to finish bottom of the group. Valencia and Benfica. I still think we might be able to just go with Benfica. Like, toe to toe. It's all going to depend on how we do against each other. More than likely, though, we could beat them here. They'll be at our place, and everybody else will lose to everybody else. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Right, well, we're half an hour gone. We're not doing too badly. We've had more chances than them. It's just they're getting all the highlights. Nothing's been overwhelmingly brilliant to show you. That's a good... so it's not a good save. He's hit the top of the bar. But yeah, look, 4 shots to their 4, 2 on target to their 1. I mean, they've scored their first shot on target. So Musa lays this back to Ganuki. He goes long. Surely that was offside. That's a really poor header. Cabraja's there! Mateo Cabraja gets the goal. Our first in the Champions League proper. Yes! Get in there. Lovely stuff. Musa put this in, laying it back to Ganucci. He then launched it long. Everyone looked offside. I swear he's gone for the ball, so he must be offside. But Voss, really poor header back across, and Cabraja is there to volley home. He is keeping Peritin out of the side. Someone left a comment saying I should play him more, and I said, when Peritin messes up, he'll get his chance, and oh boy, is he taking it. Knezovic fires us 2-1 in the lead. Bojan Knezovic has made it 2-1 to Zagreb. And look at us. Someone screenshot that. We are top of a Champions League group, which is ridiculous. Skulak throws it in. Zerga was there. Our throw-ins have been weird. I think, like, I don't read too much about Football Manager anymore. I watch some other YouTubers play it, but I think this might be some sort of exploit or something that's wrong in the game. But occasionally in some games, they don't do it like that. They do throw it long into the box. So I'm not too sure. If it is an exploit, then let me know in the comments below. And if you're not happy for me doing it, I can take it out of the game. I've just set it up to do long throws. That's all I've done. I've just changed what the default one was and said throw it long, and they don't. They throw it short, but I think the computer lines up like they're going to throw it long. So if you think it's an exploit, let me know down below and I can take out that set piece and try and set my own one up and get rid of that. But if you think it's okay to do it because it's bringing success to NK Zagreb, then that's fine. Let me know. But Melangoni plays out wide. Oh no, he looks like really good, this guy. Takes a touch. There's a goal. It's 2-2. I really hope someone did get a screenshot of that where it said we were top of the league, because, yeah, I didn't. 2-2. I don't need to see their goals again. I'm just going to shout a bit of encouragement to the guys. As no, is this going to be a highlight where they now immediately go 3-2 up? Kuzmanic is tackled. Up it goes into Bresciani. He gets around his man, keeps going, lays it into Brillahante. It's a good save from Iasov. A fine stop, says the commentary. Look at the fans. Even though it's all against them at the moment, they are really going for it. They are loving having Champions League football in Zagreb. Oh, it's just so good. It's so good. And I've needed this because I had a really shit day at work. So I've needed a bit of Football Manager in my life when I got in. As Skender heads it forward, it only falls to Formay, who puts in Burilahante. Burilahante, great save again from Ayasov. He is enjoying the big game at the moment. I just don't know what to say. Do I demand more at 2-2? I don't think I do against Bayern Munich. I think we're playing very well. And it's 0-0 in the other game, so I'm just going to say calmly, I'm really pleased with how it's going. I don't think I can really say much else. We've gone from cautious to positive, and it's been for the better, I think, and it's working out. It's working out pretty good. Let's just ask them to. I'll just give them some more encouragement, keep them going. Who have we got? Krizmanek not playing well. Who can bring Guigan on for him? Musa, we might bring on the experience of Ramsey. Skender not having a good game. I expect the back four to not have a very good game because their front four is ridiculously good, or their front three anyway, is ridiculously good. As the stats are starting to go up a little bit, which is good to see. Let's encourage them a little bit more. They've brought on Ezequiel Barako, the elite attacking midfielder, which is never something you want to see. Musa swings the ball in towards Skender with a header. Oh, the fans thought it was in. I thought it was in. And then the goal kick is taken long by Pavelenka, and Bresciano fixes it on, but Galunci picks it up. Skender goes long to the left, but there's no one out there. Dunkelbeck lays it into Barco. Barco back to Orono. Orono into Melagoni. Melagoni goes over the top. Just a nice safe header here. That's not a safe header. It should have gone back to the goalkeeper, but Bresciano goes round his man, fires it into the roof of the net. And I think that lays firmly at the feet of Skulak with his pretty poor header. Could have just nodded it back to the goalkeeper. Instead, tried to head it to Skender. And Skender wasn't ready for it, just wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it. I thought he would just nod it back to the keeper. But Bresciani fires it over Asov. And it is 3-2 to Bayer Leverkusen. Okay, so we're going to bring on Jack Wilshere for Abdul Musa. We're going to swap those two over so that they're in a bit more familiar positions that they like to play. I'm going to do Krizmanek for Guigon as well, just because I'm not too sure. I think Guigon could give us something a little bit different. And Skulak, after that poor header, is going to be replaced by Ivan Baruan. Skulak's getting close to not being in the team anymore. Kabraja could be in. Oh, he's put it past the post. Oh, wasting that opportunity. Triple substitution. Let's get out there. Come on, encourage them. Come on. I don't normally use the encouragement thing, but it seemed to be paying dividends earlier on in the game. But again, we haven't been massively outplayed. Arejo with a corner towards Guigan at the back post. Oh, clips the top of the bar. We are holding our own in European football, which is absolutely incredible to say. Let's just, next time I shout and demand more for the last 5 minutes. Just see if that fires them up. It's focused a few of them. But yeah, we'll stay with the game. Oh, we've done so well. We've matched them in shots. We've had more possession of the football. Can we nick something? We need it now. Skender into Wilshere. There's the full-time whistle. And Benfica got the win. So that, I think that win for Benfica has blown the group wide open. Putting the result aside, that was a pleasing performance. We only just lost to Bayer Leverkusen. We were at home, but we only just lost to them. What a great performance. That is very, very happy. Yeah, lovely stuff. Now, bring on this disappointing collapse. Fuck off. I mean, it was Bayer Leverkusen. Ridiculous thing to say. Now we need to rest the team and go and get a result away at Rijeka. So Ken Wynn hasn't quite had his trip to Fiji that he was after, but he has been back to Africa and found us this wonderful little gem. Gautier Mighty as a striker. He'll be joining us in, I think it's December, the 31st of December, maybe the 25th. It is the 25th of December. Oh, it's there. 1st of December 2025. Look at this. Pace, stamina, acceleration, balance, agility, finishing, determination, flair, teamwork, work rate. He is going to be superb. Well done for finding him, Ken. Give yourself a little pay rise, why not? But we go back to the game against Rijeka. I was about to say Zagreb. We're Zagreb. We're going to be playing Rijeka, and lovely place, Rijeka. Been there on holiday. Really, really nice. Loved it. Loved driving around. This is how we're going to line up. Sticking with a similar team, apart from Badu, who's going to come in again. He's going to come in and get a game ahead of Skulak, who drops out of the squad completely. We're going to have Wilshere, Ramsey, Guigan all on the bench for midfield options. De Silva is the defensive option on the bench. Laughlin, Roof comes onto the bench in place of Peritin, who drops out of the squad for this one. And Ulrich makes up the final player on the bench. But that's how we're going to go into it. Hopefully we can go and beat Rijeka away from home. We can. The substitute bench I've picked gives us an option to mix it up a little bit more if we want to. But let's go out assertively. I'm expecting them to win. You know, I feel we're a better team than Rijeka are nowadays, and I want us to go out there and show it. So let's go into the tunnel. The assistant can deal with that because I normally balls them up, and we'll get the game underway. And it goes back to Arejo into Kutev, or Kotev. Kotev? I don't know. It'll be something like that. I'm so bad with names, it's ridiculous. That will be an easy header for the man whose name I can't pronounce, though, and he gets it back from the header forward. Kotev into Skender. Skender up to Abdel Musa. Musa turns into Michael Arejo. Michel Rozo back to Musa. Musa comes forward with it through the rain into Krizmanic. Out to the left-hand side to Knezovic. Knezovic comes forward into Krizmanic. Krizmanic to Musa. What a move this is. What a finish that is. And it is 1-0. NK Zagreb. Look at the Rijeka fans. All absolutely distraught in the stadium. 1 minute, 26 seconds. And they've seen their team go behind as Knezovic brought it forward, driving through the rain, through the mud. Krizmanic laid it off. Musa took a touch and then rifled it past the goalkeeper. What a finish. 1-0 NK Zagreb. Throw in. Beru into Zerga. Zerga looks to cut this back. Knezovic is there on his left foot. Fires it in. And it is 2-0 after 8 minutes. This could be embarrassing for someone that was meant to be predicted to be challenging for the title this year. I think the main rivals for us are going to be Hajduk. Dynamo look to be slipping away, but you never know. They could change their manager and it could make a real difference. But at the moment, it's us and Hajduk fighting it out for first position. Corner. Musa swings it in towards the back post. Skender with a header. The goalkeeper's had a nightmare. His first goal of the season. 3-0, 20 minutes gone. So coming up to half an hour being played, and there does not look to be any sort of Champions League hangover for this Zagreb team. We have put Rijeka to the sword and we have absolutely destroyed them. 10 minutes to go in the first half. We get a free kick. Musa lays it back to Michel Arejo. Arejo just slowly trots forward with it. Goes back to Musa. He's got a good delivery on him, but goes into Arejo. Arejo back to Giannucci. Giannucci lays it into Musa. Back to Arejo. Arejo up to Krizmanic. Krizmanic turns the corner into Zerga. Back to Krizmanic. Up it goes into Musa again. Is he going to fancy one on his left foot? No, back to Krizmanic on his right foot. And that hits the bar at some velocity and comes back out. And they just can't deal with us, Rijeka. They cannot deal with us. Soler with a long goal kick forward just before half-time. That's easy for Giannucci to bring down. Into Kotev. Into Giannucci again. Giannucci, which is the name I seem to have settled on. Knezovic comes forward on the left-hand side. Pulls a defender out to him. Giannucci, good ball in towards the back post. Zerga with a header down into the bottom corner. And it's 4-0 even. It's 4-0 before half-time, which is absolutely ridiculous. We are battering them beyond belief. And we're away from home. This is ridiculous. Great ball in from deep from Giannucci. And Zerga with a lovely header down. He knows his place is under threat from Laughlin, who is becoming a bit of a manager favourite, Laughlin. I really like him playing. Whenever he plays, he's got a shock of blonde hair. You can tell who he is from all the other players. We are playing very, very well. I'm very pleased. I could say don't get complacent, but at 4-0 up, I'm just going to say we're very good, and I'm going to praise them even more after the half-time team talk, as well as that ball over the top puts him straight in behind. Good save from Iasov. And he's a player that I really like, but I think this could be his last. I say that every year about goalkeepers, don't I, that it could be his last season at the club. But at the moment, he's keeping the much more experienced Sven Ulreich out of the team, so fair play to him. Throwing to Rijeka. Kovac puts it in, headed down from Acosta to Rivero. Rivero goes up towards Stubacan. Still no, I don't think there's been any subs from either team yet. And the player we were looking at from Maribor, the attacking midfielder striker who had a very long, hard to remember name, as that's a great ball in, and he really should do better there, Rijeka. But yeah, we pulled out of the deal because Ken Wynn found that scout. Even though I upgraded the transfer budget, we pulled out of the deal because we could have afforded him. But we found the striker out in Africa. So, Zerga's put that in. Goalkeeper should do better, but Zerga's got his second of the game. 5-0 just before the hour mark. We'll start ringing the changes in a minute. But yeah, we didn't need that striker. He wasn't actually as good. And then, yeah, Ken Wynn went and did some wonderful scouting again. Well, it's not just Ken, it's the whole scouting team. I'm sure he's proud of his scouting team. But it was lovely, lovely stuff. Look at these ratings, boys. Look at these ratings. It's ridiculously good. So just over an hour played then. Let's get Aaron Ramsey on for, not for Musa. That was the wrong one. It was meant to be Aaron Ramsey on for Arejo. We don't really need to rest players either because they've got a cup game coming up next, so they will get a week off. So we'll bring Roof on for his debut as well. And we'll just see if he can get a goal in his debut. That would be wonderful stuff. Free kick. Musa looks to fire it in. The goalkeeper. Is that even a proper goalkeeper? He has been dreadful. He has been absolutely dreadful. 6-0. 77 minutes gone. I mean, the only thing that would top this game off and make it better is for the striker to get a debut goal. Was that Roof there? Because that was some great movement towards the ball. Yeah, it was Roof, so already looks like he's got some good movement on him, but it's just very, very good. 6-0, 10 minutes to go. And for the third and final sub, Jack Wilshere's going to come on for Abdel Musa, who's just now getting a little bit tired as he's got to pretty much through 90 minutes. We'll get Jack Wilshere on for a game. And Aaron Ramsey's 100% going to get the 10 games he needs for the contract extension, because he's very good. My assistant manager really rates him. He's going to be a great experienced player to bring on. But that was a 6-0 demolishing of Rijeka at their home ground, and that fires us comfortably back to the top of the tail. 1 point ahead, but look at that goal difference. 6 goals better off than second place Hajduk. It's still all tight, as it will be for a while, but it's great. And you know, Slaven Blupo, we've signed their best striker. They're really struggling, so yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, we manufactured them to be a bit of a rival, didn't we, when we were playing, as Zerga gets 2 goals. One of them was pretty rubbish, to be honest, but we'll give him his credit where credit's due, and we're going to leave it there. Going out, looking at the schedule, we're going to be back for the game against Valencia, and then we'll play Luco, who aren't very good, and then we'll be back for Benfica. We'll see how the group's lining up after those 3 games, and then we may miss out. Maybe Benfica and Bayer Leverkusen just to progress a little bit more, unless it looks like we've got a chance of getting through the group, which is highly unlikely, or dropping into the Europa League, which is still relatively unlikely. But all in all, it looks like we could be in for a very good season here. One thing I didn't check, so yeah, we had 12,000 people. We didn't get a message of income for gate receipt, so it's not going to be the biggest gate receipt. Let's go to club, go to history, records, change that to gate receipts. It was the record, it was the highest for this season, 54. It's still 60, what's that? Yeah, 54.6, so £600 below what that one was, which was interesting, because when was, so 54, so 23, 24, there was only 8,000. We have to charge a lot of money for that game. Why are we not charging that sort of money for this? This is ridiculous. Come on, people. We could be making money here. People want to see us in the Champions League. 12,000 people came to see us play in the Champions League. And that was very, very nice. Still only a national reputation, but we have increased the rep considerably since we've been climbing the leagues and now into the Champions League. And it is going wonderfully, wonderfully well. And thank you all so much for watching. I can't do this without your support. And the fact that you guys enjoy these videos as well. It's really, really nice. If you want to be a supporter of the channel, you can go to Patreon, you can follow me on Twitter and all that stuff. All the links are in the description below. There is merchandise. This isn't it. This is Dr. Benji's merchandise. But there is merchandise available if you're interested. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back hopefully with another episode tomorrow. I'm out. Cheers.